Sha-la-la-la-la. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aruna and you're watching Just Aruna. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some book recommendations of the books that I really love. So let's get started. The first book I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be The Silent Patient. This book is the book I started with. I started my reading journey with this book, and this is a page turner. I'm a huge sucker for murder mystery or in general mystery books, and this one is just chef's kiss. Okay. So this book is about the protagonist Alicia Berenson, who shot her husband 5 times and then she was silent. So now a few years have passed and she is living in a psychiatric facility, and there is a psychiatrist, Theo Faber, who becomes obsessed with her case. So then he goes into the psychiatric facility and now he's trying to get her to talk. So the plot twist at the end is just amazing, and you have to take my word for it and just read this book, please. The next book I'm going to talk about is One of Us is Lying. So this book takes place in the town of Bayview, and there are 5 high school students who walk into detention, but only 4 of them walk out. And now the person who dies, his name is Simon, and he has a gossip website where he posts really dark secrets of people, and nobody likes him because obviously he's posting bad shit about you. The other children, the 4 other students who were with him in detention, he was going to post about them the next day, so that gives them motive. And this is also a multi-perspective book, so you get a few chapters from each of the characters in this book, and it is really fun to read. And the plot twist, again, amazing. You would not be able to guess it. And this is also a really nice book if you want to start your reading journey and you love murder mysteries, thrillers. Go for it. So the next book I'm going to talk about in this video is One of Us is Next. So this is a sequel to One of Us is Lying, and this is also a really good book. And instead of the gossip website, this one follows a series of truth and dares, and the dares get really worse. They are even life threatening at a point, and if you don't complete the dare in a given period of time, then really bad secret about you is going to be published. So again, this is very chaotic, very this is also, I guess, a multi-perspective book, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is also a multi-perspective book. This also introduces a lot of new characters. Many of them are siblings of the students from the first book, and their neighbors, their friends, and also a few of the characters from the first book are also mentioned in this, which I feel like is really nice. Like, you get to see where they are in life right now, and it's a continuous story. And this is also a page turner. This also has a really good, an amazing plot twist at the end. And I guess you should read both of these books. Just read every book I'm recommending. And okay, so the next book I'm going to talk about is The Cousins. Now, this is from the same author, Karen McManus, who has written One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next. But this follows a completely different story. So this book is about 3 cousins whose parents have been abandoned by their grandmother. The grandmother is really filthy rich, okay? And one random day, she's like, okay, get lost, get out of my house. So she abandons the parents of these 3 kids, and now they suddenly, out of the blue, get an invitation to spend the summers at their grandmother's, and they jump at the chance because they also want to know why their parents got abandoned and what's the story behind it, what secrets are they hiding. So that is basically the story of the cousin. The next book I'm going to talk about is the trilogy. And these books are
dear to me. These are my babies. These I love.
You know what? Just read them. So the first book in this trilogy is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. You can read this if you want to murder someone. Just read it. Now, in this book, there is a couple, Andy and Sal, and one random day, Andy goes missing, and few days later, Sal also dies by committing suicide, and then there is an investigation, and basically there's a guy, the girl dies, who goes missing, and the guy dies a few days later. It's the guy who did it, like, right? Logic लगाना ही नहीं है हमें. So that happens in this. So now Pippa, the protagonist of this book, she is in her final year of high school, and she wants to investigate this case as her final year assignment. So she does not believe that Sal was the one who did it, which was valid. He did not, or maybe he did. Read it and find out. But yeah, basically, she takes on the case because she does not think that Sal actually committed the murder, or was responsible for Andy being missing. So she gets involved with this. She goes and she interrogates, and there are like transcriptions and like evidences. So there, there's also the map of the town that this takes place in. It's little written, and you just you feel like a detective with Pippa as you read this book. And the twist, oh my god, the twist in this book is, I did not expect it in 1,000 years. Okay, I was solving the case with her, but I did not expect what happened at the end. And this is a page turner. This is a really, really good read. So the next book in the trilogy is Good Girl, Bad Blood. Now, in this book, Pip has moved on from the investigation part, and now she has a true crime podcast where she tells about the case, the Andy and Sal case only. And she has like stopped investigating because the last time in the last book there were like lives of her loved ones were involved. So she has like taken this oath that no, I'm not going to do that anymore. But something happens, and she once again begins the investigation. And this book is not as good as the first one. Like in the trilogy, this was my least favorite in the trilogy. This is still a good read. This is also like, it also has like good plot twists. This one, I guess I kind of predicted, but not really, because again, the author has done a great job in writing these books. So this is the last book of the trilogy, As Good as Dead, and this is really the best book of the trilogy. It's like really thick, and I've annotated a lot, so it was really good. It was that good. In this book, basically, Pip has a stalker, and she gets these anonymous, messages that who will look for you when you are the one who disappears. And this book is so good. It is 100 out of 5 stars. Oh, I would also like to add this, that A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and One of Us is Lying are actually TV series now. Like, they are in Netflix, so if you want, you can watch it also after reading these. Like, please read it and then watch it. It's much more interesting. The next book I'm going to talk about is Gone Girl. So this follows the story of two people, Nick and Amy, their husband and wife, and on their 5th wedding anniversary, Amy suddenly disappears. Now police are involved, and obviously they pin it on Nick. They're trying to figure out what happened to Amy, if Nick is the one who killed her, or if he just disappeared, who is responsible for her disappearance. And this book is really slow at the beginning. Like, halfway through the book, I was like, why am I even reading this again? And the text is really, really small. So it took me a while to finish this. But once it picks up, it is really good. The wife in this book is a badass. Okay, I love her, honestly. And also, this takes place between two time frames. Like, one is Amy's diary entries, and the next is the present. So it's interesting, but I won't recommend this to someone who's just starting their reading journey because you'll just quit, straight up quit. If you are a reader and are looking for a good thriller, then go for this. This is a really, really great book. So the next book I'm going to talk about is Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So in this book, it's basically Monique is a struggling writer, and Evelyn Hugo, who is a celebrity and has had a glamorous and, you know, a very scandalous life, also because of the Seven Husbands. So she personally invites Monique to write her biography. So Monique is kind of like, I don't even know you are calling me personally. I'm a struggling artist and all of that. So in this book, we get to know why she married the seven husbands, and there's a section dedicated to each of the husbands. Yeah, she's finally ready to answer some questions, and the plot twist in this is amazing. So this is also definitely a good read. Okay, so I was just seeing the footage that I recorded and my mic died in between. So after I was suggesting this, it didn't even record my video. That's why my audio. So I'll do it again, okay? So this book basically follows two colleagues, Joshua Templeman and Lucy Hutton, and it is an enemies to lovers trope book, and I loved reading this. This is also a movie. I guess you can watch it on Amazon Prime, and there's basically a promotion at their company, and they're competing head to head for it, and they spend a lot more time together now, and there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of angst, and just read it. I won't spoil it more for you. It has a very predictable storyline, but again, this is a really good read. Like, if you are into romance novels, please go ahead and read this. So that will be it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed all the book recommendations that I gave you, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Love you all.